Hello, people. Welcome back to Delaram Alves Media. How are you guys doing today? So today I'm bringing you this news, okay, from Igweze village in Edo State, okay, in Ovia Northeast, okay. This old man you're seeing here was, killed by his workers, okay, people that he commissioned to help him in his pineapple farm. There were 5 of them. Farmers put in so much work to, create harvest that in turn helps the people. Now in Nigeria, Edo State, a family man, a humble father who resides in a village has been, murdered by people he hired to work for him. He's a pineapple, farmer. And recently they harvested pineapple, this bunch of pineapple that he sold for 900,000 naira. Now, in this economy right there in Nigeria, you know that 900,000 naira is a huge sum of money for a rural and peasant farmer, right? And so these boys that he hired to help him in harvesting the pineapple were there when traders came from Abuja, other places, to purchase pineapple, and they paid him a sum of 900,000 naira. And because they live inside the rural villages, normally these farmers, they prefer that traders will come with cash and not transfer and all of that, because the farmer just go and dump this cash into their account directly, and when they want money they go to the account and remove money. They don't like the ATM drama, the transfer stuff, because right now in so many places in Nigeria, most of these farmers are go through a lot because children and all of that, for some reason they continue to steal from their bank account. So they prefer that they don't even have ATM. If I want money, I go to my bank account, I make withdrawal, and I leave. So now, most of the farmers there, they don't like it when people come to purchase from them with card or transfer. They don't do transfer, they do cash. And that was exactly what happened to this man. When these people came, they made the purchase, they paid him cash of 900,000 naira. Now, while they negotiated and made the purchase, this man did not know that those guys, they were just, I don't know, they started plotting evil. And soon as the 900,000 naira was paid to this man, they decided to finish the man. That was how they finished the man. Buried the man in a portion inside his own farmland. The same pineapple farmland, that was where the man was buried. Yes, he was buried and they disappeared. 5 of them. One of them went to Oron in Akwa Ibom State, and others, they just disappeared. So obviously, they shared the money and they left. When they left, in fact, the family waited and did not see their father and were wondering what was going on. They didn't know that their father had already been killed. So what happened was, one of these men who killed that old man called the family with the man's phone, asking for a ransom of 300,000 that their father had been, kidnapped. 60 million, asking for 60 million. Now, how do you jump from killing a man for 900,000 to going back to ask for 60 million from a farmer, a farming community, a pizza? I don't know, these people are just mad, crazy. So obviously they wanted to paint a picture that would look as though the man was actually, kidnapped and by they were just trying to cover the scene, okay? The crime, they just wanted to cover the crime. That was what they were trying to do. Now, they negotiated. The man's son, whose name is Festus, negotiated with them. They kept asking for the father, that they wanted to speak to the father. These people would not allow. But at some point, the man's son was able to gather 300,000 naira. They told them how to send the 300,000, where to drop the 300,000 and go away. And that was how this man's son went there and dropped the 300,000 naira. They picked the 300,000. Upon calling again, they were asking for more money and all of that. And that was when they decided to, hint the police, okay? They went to the anti-kidnap squad of the Edo Police Command. They involved the police. The police sprang into action. They started investigating the phone numbers that were used to call the man's son. They went on and on and on until they went to go and arrest one of them who had gone into Oron in Akwa Ibom State. The man, the boy's name is Basi Ime. They arrested Basi Ime. When they arrested Basi Ime did not deny anything. Basi Ime just took them to where that man was buried, okay? Because, of course, Basi had already started communicating with the man's son that the man's son should send money so that they will show them that their father is dead. But if they send more money, that it will show them where the man was buried. And you know, greed, when greed comes, as the money keeps coming, that is how you continue to be greedy. I think it was from there that they investigated and caught her. That number he was using to communicate the boy was, from Akwa Ibom State. That was how when they arrested Basi, they brought Basi to Edo State, where Basi was able to show them where this pineapple farmer was buried and all of that. And then others are still at large. Police, they are all over the place looking for the other people who were part of this brutal murder of an old innocent man who was just farming. He farmed, he struggled so much, he invested, yielded so much, pineapple and sold for 900,000. That was the only crime this man committed that made them to, kill him this brutally. It's a very sad situation that we have gotten to a point where human lives do not mean anything again just because of the love of money. People will do anything for money, and it is really, really sad. This is what is going on. Please, wherever you are, you want to be very careful. You want to be very vigilant because things are happening in Nigeria. I'll bring you more update. I appreciate you. My name is Dela Ram. I love you. Thank you. Please subscribe and share.